fully charged.
Well, it's plugged in, so I ain't gotta worry about that shit. Hello, old friend.
You know what I always think about sometimes? The lost content, the actual lost content.
My God. We did lose some shit.
Yeah.
Some of them I'm like, it's alright that we lost it. And then other times I'm like...
I think I was there for an episode. It was like one of my first ones that we recorded. And we didn't get like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, I remember that one.
It was heartbreaking. That was a good episode.
Isn't
there one that T.Y. lost his shit on? And
yeah.
I think I have that one somewhere. I also have some undisclosed hot mics with some spicy ass conversations.
Really?
Yeah, there's a few.
Are they in the vault?
Oh, I have them. They're there.
They could be yours.
You got really.
They could be yours.
No,
no.
Just within the group. Just within the group.
There's some shit.
Send them via email. That way you got keep the shit tucked in the email.
They're all on Spank Bank.
Put them in the email.
I think I titled them like hot mics or something.
Oh Lord.
Just send it through like Snapchat so it deletes itself.
That's why I fucking hate Snapchat.
I
It's
despise.
the most scandalous app in the world.
Snapchat is made for cheaters. Okay,
Snapchat is
not all cheaters use Snapchat,
Cheaters
but all
and
cheaters
teens.
use Snapchat.
Cheaters and teens.
It's a jump off app.
Can I have your phone number? Nah, but you can have my Snapchat.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Super Smash Bonanza, where we talk shit and go bananas. Sizzle making it hot with the edits all on the camera. You know flying got no standards. I be wildin', I don't give a fuck. I might tell you a joke, but I won't lie. Play it this real as fuck. I be all up in my bag. Duvy to the left, making niggas laugh. Chicken fingers on Jamaican patty, you know a nigga need half. It's no breaks with this work shit. I swear it's all gas. I can be the president like Crash. We super smashing, you know that. Pour a shot, take a drink. Talk my shit, I'ma do that. Macaroni and cheese, please don't dab, I can't do that. Camel tongue with popcorn like Jared, why you do that? Probably super smashing, you knew that. He's super smashing, you knew that.
We on a voyage, you know it's spectastic. Sean in the back, rocking the Zorro mask. You best hide your bitch, he might eat that girl's ass. Whoa, pause, but ready for action. He get them cheeks, it's not even worth asking. Beast with a fake ID, that penny passing. Wouldn't believe he is younger than 50. He saw real big fish when they were still in diapers and shit. And goddamn, who's sliding in? Yes, Kramer. His strings put your body to shame, and he's a bit of a game. That's why females call him player. Shot after shot, leave you brainless. Yeah, he never saying no fake shit. Man smoother than secret Asians. He'll add this track to your playlist. Can't forget the OGs. Crash, T.Y. and Duvy. Started from a fool's dream. Now them haters groupies. Would they share for views? Please suck my dick, bitch, sue me. You were never bout it, so just watch us fill the whole scene.
We super smashing, you knew that. We super smashing, you knew that. We super smash, we super smash, we super smashing, you knew that. We super smashing, you knew that. We super smashing, you knew that. I'm so lit, I'm so drunk, I'm super smashed, you knew that.
Welcome everybody back to Super Smash Productions. You have Crash.
That was corny. You got Duvy.
You got Kramer.
My man said, "Fuck out of here."
Colin, give me some smoke on my...
Nah, Colin, put that shit down. Matter of fact, fire extinguisher. That
Oh shit, damn!
Put the foam on
We're already making him work.
Well, don't bully me, all right?
it. Speaking of bullying,
No segue.
so today and recently I've been seeing, posts of, bullying and people's kids getting bullied at school, and I just think back to like, I don't know, I was bullied.
I feel like I was on
growing up.
both sides of the coin.
Yeah, like, people butt in and tease and joke, but like there was always like, I don't know, when I joked, it was like, don't try and come for my neck, or I'm really gonna let you know how I feel. But like, I'll joke around, ha,
Yeah.
hee, but like, keep it to a certain level.
I feel like my biggest issue as a kid is even like growing up grade school, high school, I was always so much fucking bigger, and my parents were like, "Oh, well, you're gonna hurt somebody. You know, you can't hit nobody. Blah blah blah, unless they hit you." There are so many motherfuckers that have been in my life that should have been checked.
Yeah. I feel
Like,
you.
get their jaw checked.
Yeah.
I was fully capable of it.
Yeah. I was raised the same way. If
But
somebody put their hands on you, it's a different story.
So listen, I'm going to raise Max and Mav. If somebody comes out of pocket, even with words, check them.
Check them.
Like, you are going to stand your ground. Ain't nobody going to give you shit. Like, I feel like Maverick's going to be the brute because Max is already the sensitive one.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, there was like a little girl that was like picking on him or something, or like pushing him or something in preschool. And like, he considered like this girl like his best friend.
That just means you like
And like, we had to have like the talk with him, say, hey, look, don't do that. I was at this point, like, you have to get up and walk away, Max, but you can also speak up for yourself. Like, tell him, hey, don't do that, or I don't like that, or don't say that to me. Like, you gotta start standing up for yourself now. I'm gonna teach you real young.
Yeah.
Since you've already experienced it, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna wait until like he gets punched in the face to be like, okay, let's talk about bullying.
Yeah, nah, like you gotta
Oh, Dad, it's a little late for that.
Right, Dad.
you gotta set the precedent right when like, you know, like I had that talk, you know, with like growing up as a kid, like, because when I was growing up, I was a chubby kid, and like then like I started watching stand up real young, and that's what helped me flip the fat jokes, because I was like, you know, like now, like, if you make fun of me for me being fat or whatever, like, I got some jokes still for your ass, like, and it's real personal. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like,
I'll find somewhere.
yeah.
I'll find a bone
like,
that is very fragile, and I will break.
Everybody's got that one bone,
right?
That, you know what I mean? You pull it. Pause.
It's that last straw. No,
Yeah.
you ain't pulling bones.
It'll tear you from the inside.
You got that
out.
one bone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it.
Yeah, but no, it's like I would get teased when I was younger, like, oh, you fat, and like I used to feel some type of way about it, but I'm like, yo, I'm a chubby kid, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom cooked, my dad worked, my mom worked, like, we got food in the crib, you know what I mean? So like, it went from like me being upset to like one day a kid called me fat, and I was like, yeah, my refrigerator stay full. Ask your mom what's going on with y'all's.
Guess who was over there every weekend? Me.
Right. We had
Eating
food.
that same food.
We had food.
I mean, I definitely was a bully to PS. Smashed his Lego pyramid.
Yeah.
Stole my Legos.
I didn't bully you. I just stole your things. You had something I wanted, and I took it.
That's an opportunist. That's not a bully.
It's quiet bullying.
No, it was more of a, wow, he has 30 of these. I'm going to take 3. He won't notice.
Then as I got older, it was like, oh, you know, oh, you fat nigga, you fat. Oh, sorry, my mom, you know, didn't sell her food stamps for crack. Sorry.
Awesome.
I mean, you're not wrong, though, but like...
Nah, I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it. I'm keeping it real. I never went hungry.
All the school shootings and shit, like, yeah, people are bullied. I mean, that's not an excuse to take a gun to school.
Right, you shooting a librarian.
Right.
He ain't shit to do with nothing. Come on.
No, but you also need to like ask, like, how much can somebody take before they just go off the deep end?
Some people have shorter triggers because they're getting it at home too.
Also, some schools have very shitty counselors.
Yeah, for sure.
JR had shitty counselors.
Yeah, like they're shitty counselors.
I mean, Dotson had decent ones. They had Mrs. Kane.
Yeah,
Mrs.
shout out
Kane
Miss
was good.
Shout out Miss King.
But ultimately, what it comes down to is like most of these kids that get picked on in school are dealing with some type of shit going on at home too.
Yeah, and that's the underlying.
Like
thing.
they don't have an escape, and it just builds up and builds up and builds up, and they break.
Or they don't like know what outlet to use to like,
right,
you know,
or
filter all
who
that
to talk to, or
bullshit.
who can they talk to?
It's hard, and like
in most cases, those same kids that are underprivileged and don't have shit, like, you know, that kid that's bullying you could tell like he got three outfits in rotation every week. He ain't got a bunch of clothes, or he didn't get clothes for Christmas and nothing like that.
Yeah.
He bullying for a reason, so it's like he bullying because he mad too. So
Right.
that turns into that too. You know what I mean? They start building up that animosity, but I mean, I guess when you're a kid and you're getting bullied, you're not looking at it that way. You're just like,
Why is this guy mean to me?
And then as you get older, you're like, oh, that's why he was a bully.
Right, the kid that comes up and punches you in the chest every day is getting punched in his chest by his dad at night because his dad's an alcoholic.
You know what I mean? Right. So he's just.
I mean,
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he's.
I mean,
it's what he knows.
The fact of the matter is that there's always something going on from both sides of that spectrum. Like
Bullying's
everybody's
bad,
going through
okay?
some shit. Bullying is bad. Don't bully people.
No.
But it's also you can understand why somebody might be that way. But then you have like the kids that are just like they just do it because they think it's funny or they think it'll make them look cool. You know what I mean? Like,
do you know what I want to see? I want to see a video of like people going to like a high school reunion. And like the bully or the popular dude like starts making jokes at like a 15 year reunion, and that kid that got picked on fucking beats the ever loving shit out of that dude. That's what I want to see.
Did you see? Well, not as
that would be awesome.
Not as satisfying as that would be, but I did see a video recently where this dude went to a school board meeting. And
oh yeah, the dude that got put it, and then the dude resigned. The dude that got his face put in the
he put his face in the urinal and
broke his tooth.
Yeah, he's like, you put my face in the urinal. He goes,
well, he's like, he was like, I got bullied as a kid, and he's like, and you're the person that did it. I was like, oh,
yeah. And the dude kind of laughed and was like, nah. And then like 2 days later, he resigned, and like the crowd was cheering and shit. But like, what's done in the dark comes to light. You gotta be careful who you make fun of and who you pick on as you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people that were bullies or assholes and shit that I knew growing up, and now like the motherfuckers is looking like Resident Evil zombies walking around.
Yeah. There was a kid in high school. I called him bitch tits. I think I talked about it on another episode. And then I think I really did talk about it recently, and he said some off shit about not being happy and, you know, didn't want to be around anymore on Facebook. So I actually reached out to him. I was like, hey, you good? And he's like, you know, that's so ironic that my high school bully is the person that reached out to me. And, like, I did not remember that I did it until he said it. And then that shit came flooding back to me. And I felt so fucking guilty, dude. Like, I was only able to apologize so much. He's like, honestly, I appreciate the apology, but it's too late. Go fuck yourself. And I said, I gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Like that's being on like the giving side of bullying. Like, I'm not proud of it. You know, it was a shitty time in my life. I was going through shit myself.
Yeah.
You were that guy's on-site target.
Oh, definitely. I was on his fucking hit list, probably.
You've ever been tried to be nice to a kid that was bullied and he ended up turning out being an asshole to you?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Or the script is flipped or whatever, or it's just like, yo, hey man, I was trying to help you out. You ain't got to flip that shit.
Right, he's like, oh, where were you? My face was getting stuck in the toilet. Not getting my face stuck in the toilet. That's where I was.
Yeah. There's shit that one thing that I always think about, and it was none of my business, but I always felt like a dude that I knew. We were all at the park, Mayflower, and his younger brother was there, and I guess his younger brother got into an argument with somebody else's brother, and the dude, the kid who I guess was starting the shit, his older brothers came, so he had like 4 dudes with him. So it was the kid I grew up with, his younger brother, and then like 5 dudes pretty much. So he's like, yo, your little brother gonna stand there and get punched in the face by my little brother, and you ain't gonna do nothing. If you do something, we gonna jump you. Everybody getting their ass whooped, like talking to them too. So I'm standing there and I'm looking at like who's around, and I'm like, we could help him, but I was talking about my business.
Right, like,
it had nothing to do. I was just playing ball. I just so happened to see what was going on and was kind of watching from afar. But I'm like, damn, that's so and so. Shit. And I'm like, and I could have easily whooped at least 2 of those dudes' asses.
Yeah.
They was skinny for nothing. I was pretty decent size. I was like 15, 16 when I saw that, but I was like, damn, well, none of my business. But I always felt bad. You know what I mean?
Would you go back and change it if you could?
Yeah, most certainly.
There's situations that I was like, all right, I would change, but then I'm like, there's other situations that I feel like would alter a lot of things if I did change them.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things, you know what I mean, that I could have did differently.
There was this one time I was in North End, on what's the main drug street in North End?
Empire? I feel like it's Empire Street.
No, I'm talking about like over by like Plains.
Madison.
Yep, I was on Madison. But like one of my really good friends at the time actually like lived there his whole life before it got shitty. And like we were down the house at like this one person's like we were sitting on the front porch. And honestly, I think it might have been Bernard. Shout out Bernard. I think it might have been. I don't know for a fact. But somebody thought we called them like the hard R or something when we definitely didn't. And their mom came, they're like, oh, well, we called a whole bunch of people. They're coming down right now to whoop your ass. So I'm sitting there on the fucking porch just chilling, hanging out. You know, kind of worried. Like, who's coming down? Who's going to beat my ass? Comes to find out it was my sister's boyfriend at the time, best friend.
No.
And all of his friends that I've already met and knew. So the kids that were supposed to come down to whoop my ass, I ended up walking off the porch and dapping them up. And then the dude was like, oh, what's going on? And then we ended up playing football in the middle of the street. But I think the dude's mom that thought we called him a slur showed up and was like screaming at us. I'm like, what are you going to do? We're kids.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't say shit. But I remember that when I was supposed to get my ass beat and I knew everybody that was supposed to beat my
Ended up
ass that
playing a
day.
game of pickup.
Yeah.
Yo, the funniest shit I ever seen a bully getting his ass whooped. To this day, I laugh about this shit. We had a bully at Mayflower. I'm not going to say his name because I just don't feel like saying his name. But those who know. And he used to be like, kind of like, he never like, he knew who to like test, and sometimes he would try and like check you, but like, if you was just aggressive back or whatever, he would back down. But he liked weak links, so if he thought you was weak, he would try and fuck with you. And like, motherfuckers hated playing on the basketball court with him, and because he was bigger, he thought he could just maneuver around and be a bully on the court and then like say slick shit and then try and like fight people. So one day, shout out to my man Denzel. If you're watching, you know that this is a story. Denzel's arm was broke. And he was on the court, so like dude started shit with him. So dude slapped him. Denzel was like, yo, my arm's broke. Why are you trying to fight me and my arm's broke? I'm not fighting you with a broken arm. I'll fight you if my shit was not broke. I'm no bitch.
You're about to get cracked with cast, though.
But I'm not fighting you with my cast. My mom whooped my ass if I'm out here fighting with this cast. So something else transpired. Dude now put his hands on their sister. So Denzel in the house, made a phone call. Next thing you know, like, car pulled up, 4 black dudes got out. My man stayed at the park. Now when somebody tell you, yo, I'm about to go make a phone call, I'll be back. You should have left.
And now come back for a little while.
They whipped my man's ass. They threw him on the table. You know the table. Everybody know the table.
When everybody tried to light on fire.
Yeah. Threw him on the table. Pulled his shirt up, slapping his stomach, kicking him, chasing him, whooped his ass. I ain't seen my man at the park for like 5 months.
I wouldn't show face either.
It was like,
I would hibernate.
And it was
even if it was spring, I would hibernate.
And it was at the beginning of the summer because like 2 summers prior, my man was a menace at the park. Like, you would pull up, you walk into the park, you see him at the park, you like, oh man, I hope he don't get aggressive with me today because I ain't even in the mood for real. And like, I was not afraid of him, but it was just like,
it was annoying.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you gonna like
an inconvenience.
Yeah, like, I'm just here to play ball. Like, I'm not trying to fight nobody or nothing. I'm no bitch.
On the 12-foot rims.
Right. Please leave me alone. I'm just here to play ball. I'm trying to get a workout.
I'm shocked. Yeah, the balls to actually like come back even like 5 months later. Like,
when he came back, he was on some chill shit.
Like, you got to find a new park at that point.
You do, but any other park he would have. See, that's why he stayed at that park because like it was.
He got away with it.
Yeah, it was younger kids.
Stomping ground.
He wasn't doing that shit at Minor. When Minor was popping.
It's also a fucking trip to go to Minor compared to something that's in your neighborhood.
Minor, back in the day, you couldn't stay at Minor too long.
Yeah, Minor was my park.
A lot of suspicious Negroes. Ain't nobody even playing ball at a certain point. You just like, oh man, shit. Yeah, it's about 7 o'clock.
Oh, the streetlights are on.
Yeah, streetlights just came on. It's middle of the summer.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
Yeah. It's like, yep, time to start mobbing back to Blackman Street. That's where I grew up. Time to start mobbing back. But yeah, man, I mean, it's crazy. You think about the bullies and shit like that. And like,
Thinking about it now, like, it breaks my fucking heart. Like, the shit I could have intervened with,
Yeah.
the shit I couldn't have done, the shit I could have said to people that bullied me, like. But then again, like, I might not be here where I am because
Hindsight's 2020, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think of it like this. Like, I didn't get into fights and shit in high school. I think in my whole life I've been in like 2 fights, to be honest with you. I'm not a bitch by no means, but I know how to avoid conflict.
So let me look at the camera and tell you, I am not a bitch.
Please don't think the jokes and all that shit is a reason to think I'm soft or whatever. I've been through enough. I got enough in these shoulders.
Duvy, I didn't do nothing.
I'm
Why
just
are you
no.
looking at me like
I'm
that?
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. You look more like
You're the first one.
you look more like I hate you, brother. Nah, yeah, nah. But it's just like, and that's the thing too. Like when you're a real timid person, like you guys are the same way. Like you guys are real timid, cool, calm, welcoming, collective.
Man, I'm not necessarily timid.
But if somebody were to fuck with you,
Back in the day, I mean, I would say some shit, but I wouldn't act upon it.
No.
That was my issue.
No, back in the day, I definitely like grew up a lot like you did because I was chubby too, but I was also like really reserved and like I didn't speak.
I was
out
wearing
much.
the Bugle Boys.
yeah.
So.
Yo, shout out Bugle Boy. I was just talking about that shit at work. I said that was right before your mom said, "All right, you in men's now."
Yep.
Bugle Boy was the bridge to men's clothing. You can grow into it,
Right.
right? You gonna grow into this.
Oh, you got a couple inches in there still.
Yeah.
Mom, I can't breathe.
Yo, true story.
You better tighten those pants up a little bit.
True story. And I love my mother. I love my mother to death. She made sure all our Christmases was fire. Thank you, Mom. I love you. My mom got me the LeBron 2s.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the cream colored.
Oh,
Turtleneck.
the turtleneck. I've been there. I'm not. I mean, I think I told that. I've definitely
I
told
thought
the
that's
story.
what you were
Did
gonna
I ever
bring
tell
up.
the Tim story on here? Probably.
Flashback.
Yeah. So I wanted the LeBron 2s. They were fire when they came out. It might have been the 1s or the 2s. I'm not sure. So she was like, I can get them for you. Like, yeah. She goes, they're on sale right now. She goes, maybe I can get them for you for Christmas. We'll see. Like, she would never tell me if she got them or she was going to get them. Like,
That shit drove me nuts.
yeah, I just had to speculate. Like,
I need to know.
yeah, I knew I was getting sneakers and I was
you know
cool
you had a
with whatever.
list?
Yeah.
But you didn't know it was getting checked
Yeah.
out that list.
So I was like 14. And mind you, like I said, I wore a 14. I still wear a 14. So I get these shoes. I look at the size. I get them for Christmas, right? Yo, they a size 16. She said, you might have a little room, but they don't look. Bro, I put these shits on. Bro, I look like a Smash Brothers character. Big ass shoes. You don't remember them? You probably. I don't know if you remember them. Nah.
You had to wear them?
Yeah, I wore them to school.
No.
Them shits was hit, bro. And that was the year I
The toes
had.
probably like curled up on them. Bitches.
Nah,
like walking.
the
like,
shoes-
You couldn't even flatten out the tips of them. There.
The shoes never creased. The shoes they never stayed. It was cool. Nah, but let me tell you something. When you had classes all on the 3rd floor, you got remember the one year where they tested our cardio. Everybody has a year.
Nah, bro. Fucking 4th floor. Fucking lockers.
Yeah.
Were the worst.
4th floor. I had a 4th floor homeroom.
I also had
Fourth
a locker.
floor.
I also had a
First
locker
floor.
on the 1st floor.
Yeah.
None of my shit was in the 4th.
4th floor, 1st floor, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, 3rd
Basement.
floor. Yeah. Basement. Now go to lunch.
No, the worst was fucking,
Basement to the 4th floor.
fucking gym to art.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. Yo, every now and then I was
In 4 minutes.
Yo, shout out Slick. Slick would let me rock the elevator with him sometimes, yo.
That shit was
Yeah,
bullshit.
Myers didn't have an elevator. We were the poor school.
Didn't you guys have crippled kids?
Yeah,
How'd they get around? Or did they stay on one floor?
maybe there was an elevator. I don't know.
Yeah.
I never saw the elevator.
Weren't there like abandoned wings in your school that you
Yeah.
couldn't even go to?
Yeah, there were. There
Oh,
was,
that's some wild shit.
there was a rumor. It was called the Haunted Hall. Like it was like the big room around school. Like they always kept it locked and everything, but like kids would like sneak in there and like blaze up and shit. Like that was the spot. But we had like horror stories, like like a teacher killed a student there. Now the ghost haunts the hall forever.
Our rumor was like to the freshmen
Swimming
that
pool.
there was a pool on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
They would put like buckets of like water with chlorine tablets in there, like when the kids would come for their day to like visit the school and everything, just to have them convinced. It was wild.
Yeah, they told me that on my orientation
Right,
for
they got me.
7th
They were
grade.
like trying to sell pool passes.
In 6th grade,
Like
in 6th grade they would ask you what high school are you going to, so you put on the paper like I'm going to GAR, so then you got like a little field trip to the high school. I never forget that shit. And they had like the fucking, I think they were sophomores, and they were like, yeah, there's a pool up here. I'm like, word?
bastards.
Man, my first day of school, I was asking like about the pool like a motherfucker. Wasn't no pool. Like they got a pool on the roof.
How did you manage that disappointment?
I mean, when you're a 12-year-old kid going on 13 in 7th grade, you know, you're just trying to. 7th grade was such a blur. 7th and 8th grade, like I remember high school, but like 7th, 8th grade,
it was such a hazing period.
Yeah, it was because you didn't switch classes and have different people in your. I don't know how it was for you at Myers.
No,
but
same thing,
yeah.
bro.
So like they kept y'all in the same class so that way y'all could find it and stick together. And then even in 8th grade, it was the same thing. And I was like, I thought that was stupid.
Eighth grade, they started to like split us up a little bit.
7th and 8th grade, they kept us together. I'm almost positive. I saw that. You almost ate shit. It'd have been a short night.
Have been detrimental to my health.
Yo, was it in 7th and 8th grade? We stayed in the same classes, right?
No.
At GAR, or was it just 7th grade?
No. We moved every period.
In 7th grade?
Yeah.
No, we didn't. No, I'm talking about not in the same classroom with the same students. We stayed with the same class.
I mean, I stayed with like the same crew the whole time, basically.
In 7th grade, yeah. Everybody was in the same class, every different class.
No, I don't think so.
Everybody that was in your... All right.
Not everybody that was in my homeroom.
No, homeroom was different. But for your actual class...
I mean, mostly throughout all of high school, I had the same people in every one of my classes.
I mean, I had different people in my...
I was in like the smart classes.
I only had advanced English for 1 year, and I got out of
No,
that
I
shit.
had all of them.
And, but you better you than me.
I didn't choose the life.
I know. I'm just saying better
I
you
was
than me.
just thrown into the den.
I had a variety of people in different classes. It was cool.
I didn't at all. Like the same people in almost everyone.
There's always that one class that you had where it was like, yo,
Except for like Spanish.
they be
That I
driving.
would cheat so bad in.
They be driving the teacher crazy in this class.
But anyway, moving on from high school.
Yeah.
Those weren't necessarily glory days for me.
No. Wig had the haircut. 'Cause tonight will be the night.
Not even, bro. I had
I
like
will
a
fall for
I
you.
had like a mushroom
Over
cut.
and over again.
That was for like a couple years. We could find that, right?
The Black Parade. No, you weren't that emo. No, you weren't emo
Nah,
at
I
all.
wore shirts like in like 7th and 8th grade that said like, "Oh, if beauty's only skin deep, you must be filled with a whole lot of ugly." I wore those types of shirts.
Yeah, you did. It's all
Yeah,
good.
motherfuckers were wearing the Pillsbury Doughboy as fucking Scarface though. Shut the fuck up.
Scarface teeth was popping.
That
Yo,
was just as bad.
if you was
just
rocking,
as bad.
yo,
Looney Tunes
shout out-
gangsters.
The Looney
just
Tunes
as
gangster
bad.
shirts.
Yo,
bro.
Machiavelli
Yeah.
shirts.
Yeah,
Yo,
just
put up
as
Machiavelli
fucking
shirts,
bad.
Scarface shirts. It was fire.
So fucking
It was
stupid.
fire. Wu-Tang shirts, it was fire.
I
Just
remember
as bad.
Journeys just opened up at the mall, bro, and they sold all those shirts up.
Yeah.
It was tight.
Fucking stupid.
We had a store over in fucking Kingston. It was open for 1 year. That was
I knew a guy.
that was the year I was stunting. It was AJ Wright. They had throwback jerseys in there for like $20. All the Machiavelli, all the Scarface T-shirts. I had Scarface on the front with the big ass machine.
What was that? What was that one store? Value City. Remember?
Yeah, Value City. Yeah.
That shit used to pop.
Mm-hmm. But the Looney Tunes gangster shirts.
They were dumb. Fucking dumb.
It's an
They were
era,
just-
bro.
they were
It's an
they were
era.
Just as bad as the girl with the
They
Cookie
were-
Monster hat and the Cookie Monster pajamas.
They were a staple. Oh my god.
What?
No, so many girls that had those. You're right.
Lucky Charms with the shotgun.
right. Wild. Fucking.
Gets fire. That's an era, bro. You can't hate on that.
That's like the bell.
That was
bottom
the
jeans in, like, 70s.
that was the 4XT days.
Yeah, it was crazy because like this, everybody kind of transitioned to the styles. Like in 7th, 8th, 9th grade, everybody kind of just wore like the Machiavelli,
Finding
Scarface.
themselves.
And then it was like 10th grade. It was like, okay, we're all going to wear like Aeropostale, American Eagle now.
I went through like a polo year.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
Everybody was dressing like characters on Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Yep.
Everybody had Arrow, Hollister,
American Eagle.
American Eagle.
There's a lot of shit that happened in like the early 2000s and 2010s, and I'm like, glad those aren't things anymore.
Yeah. like going to the skateaway. This one young kid at my job, he's like 19. He's like, yeah, back in the day. I said, back in the day. I was like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 19. I'm like, oh, so like 6 years ago for you?
Duh.
He used to go to. He was like, yeah, they still like go to the skate. I guess it's still like like early teenage thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And
They redid a lot of it.
yeah, and I was telling him about Roller King back in the day. If you used to go there, once in a while.
Men and ladies only. That set you off for couples. If you didn't get your hand slapped, you were not skating couples that night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot.
You remember the girls that would like skip people on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
That was some shit, bro.
Yeah.
That
You know
was
what's crazy?
disrespect.
It's you never remember. You never remember
Like
when it.
all these dudes are standing in this line, and they had all these potential suitors, and they're like, pat, 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 and like they would just skate by in a line.
Yeah, if you
When I
didn't
didn't get my
hand,
hand slapped, I got
yeah, if
pissed.
you ain't got your hand slapped, you wasn't wearing the right shit. Haircut wasn't right. Something
Yep.
wasn't right. I don't know.
I remember I
weren't
dated-
wearing
Oh, you
the
just
right
ugly.
Jaycos
I
that
dated
day.
one of the floor guards for a little while. Got him for free for a little while.
Word.
That was nice.
You remember the dice game they used to have?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I wasn't great at was limbo.
You know what's crazy? When you're growing up like that, and you're going through adolescence and hanging out and going to different little places and shit. Like, I lived for like Bazaar season and all that as a teenager.
Oh, yeah, dude.
But it's funny because you never remember the last day you did something. What?
Core memory unlocked.
Yeah. Was it you?
What
You
was-
went to
what-
Skateaway, right?
I did.
I think it might have been you.
Explain.
I bit somebody at Skateaway
It was not me.
because they stole a stuffed animal that I won. And I fucking bit them.
You bit this person.
I thought it was you.
It was not me. I was never bit at Skateaway.
I bit somebody.
Well,
I don't remember who it was.
all right, Tyson.
So instead of punching them,
You bit him.
You bit them.
well, they were reaching for it and reaction. Bit their hand.
All right.
Don't touch me.
I've never had that reaction before.
Yeah, a slap of a hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
a
fuck
bite.
out of here.
Whatever.
But do you guys think about that shit? Like the last.
I bit somebody at Skateaway. That's all I'm gonna say. I fucking bit someone.
But like,
They sat me down in one of those hard ass plastic
Bullying
chairs,
is bad, Nat.
and then I was being bullied. Someone was trying to take my stuffed animals, so I bit him. And then my dad was like, "I pay for fucking karate lessons for you to bite someone."
Tiger Claw,
So,
Tiger style, Dad.
needless to say,
Tiger
I
Fang.
wasn't allowed to go for like 3 weeks per Skateaway.
What style
rules.
of kung fu or karate did you learn?
Karate and self defense.
No, I mean, what was the style called? Like Fudo Shinkai? Was it?
Karate.
Okay.
Self defense.
All right.
It was more like a self defense classes.
All right.
Did your teacher have the American flag as pants?
No, he didn't go home to Starla.
Just Steven Seagal moves the whole class. All right, throw a punch.
I told my farting story from karate before.
But did you guys ever back?
It was like judo and stuff.
You never remember to think about like the last time you went out, like this is my last. You ever like, oh, this is my last day at Skateaway? Like you just went one Friday and nobody was there that you knew.
No, but you know what you also don't think about like during the year, like, oh, this is the last time I'm gonna wear a sleeveless shirt. It's gonna be today, and then it starts to get cold, and you don't wear sleeveless shirts anymore for the
Yeah.
rest of the year.
Yeah.
Like that's like condensing it, but yeah, like
This is the last time, This is the last time you went to the basketball park and played basketball. Like,
right thinking about like the last time. This is
when
the last
we
time.
shot the intro to season 3.
This is the last time I'm gonna have to cut up my kid's food because it's not a choking hazard.
shit like
anymore.
that. Yeah.
Like that's the type of shit that you don't think about.
Yeah.
Fucking Max, before I came out here, I gave him a big hug, and then he turned around and deliberately just farted on my leg, and then ran away. Ha 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 ha! Get the fuck out of here! I created a goddamn monster.
It made you so
dude.
happy.
I
Admit it.
created a monster. Just walking around shitting on people now.
Oh my goodness. That's gonna happen one day. You gonna fart a little too hard?
Yep. I'm gonna see it in his face too, and I'm
He
gonna
gonna be
laugh
like-
so
Like,
hard.
you should, huh?
Because he tried to hit me with a back-to-back yesterday. He's like, oh, and then the second one sounded a little bit wet, and he stopped. He was going to try for a third, but he stopped after the second.
Don't trust him, Max.
Hey, he's going to have to learn that. He's gonna have to.
gonna
That's not
happen.
That's not a Todd skill. That's a learned skill.
Just tell him if he's ever in school and he has an accent to please call you, because we knew a kid that went around the whole day.
No.
Then he had a hit list.
He had a hit list.
Yes.
Like legit?
He walked around the school shitty all day. Now, this wasn't bullying. This was like people like you smell shit in class. Everybody's like, oh, yo, who shit on themselves? Like, that's not bullying. Like,
that was like during 9/11.
yeah,
Like,
that's
stop shit on yourself.
that's not bullying. If you shit on yourself and everybody's
I mean, it
laughing at
wasn't
you,
9/11 the day, but
no. But you shit on yourself in school and you don't go to the nurse or go home or whatever, like brother,
fix yourself.
something.
Well, that circles back to bullying. We shouldn't have said anything. Maybe they had an incontinence problem.
We don't know that.
Poor hygiene is not an excuse.
Well, sometimes the parents don't wash the kids either.
You know, listen, I know at least two people that have told me they accidentally shit their pants in high school and then went right home. They just went to the nurse and told them straight up.
I almost shit my pants at work when I worked at Wegmans to go home. Just because I didn't want to work a 4-hour shift.
It was 4 hours? And you was trying to shit your pants over 4 hours?
I contemplated it. I wasn't.
What did you have
trying.
going on that was so much better?
What were you gonna
Weed
say?
bitches.
I feel you.
Weed beer bitches.
Not in that order.
Sorry, boss. I just done shit myself. The chili was a little too spicy this week.
If
so...
I was your boss and I was like, let me guess, you shit yourself again?
Shake it out of my pant leg.
Like, yo, this is a wet one too, bro.
Bro, it was like a 7 to 11 shift.
My
on
man
fucking
shit. My man,
register.
every payday he shit himself.
I mean,
11 o'clock. Ugh.
you can't tell me I
Just
can't
got my
go
check.
home.
Ah!
Yeah, woo, extra money.
I got really excited. Sorry, guys.
Yo, no bullshit. I was working at Shields. I can say it now because I worked there forever. Yo, they gave me like $200 extra to one check they wasn't supposed to, but they didn't catch it.
You cash and dip.
Yes, I did. Because you had to cash it at the store. I didn't cash that check at the store. I was like, no, y'all gave me $200 extra.
Right.
I'm going to I'm going to United Check Cashing. Yeah, take that little $15 out. It's cool.
Right.
I got 185 left.
Peasant money.
Because you, listen,
When
that
you gotta
was,
check,
listen,
if you got to check with an extra 200, like
when you were 17, 18, 19, even 20.
come on.
$200.
That was two
That's a-
weekends worth of
What?
partying.
Listen,
Partying.
you get your little every 2 weeks check, like $400, $380, you know, whatever it was. You work every 2 weeks. You in school and shit. Man, you couldn't tell me shit. Especially if you wasn't paying bills at that time yet. You was still in
Nothing.
school. That was just your money.
Dude, that's better than what I'm doing now. Because, Bill.
Adults.
But you get a whole check.
But in the
to
valley,
yourself.
you party that shit up. Listen, I got a $300 check. That shit lasted in 5 days.
Right, I'm getting bottles.
I'm getting-
plural.
Bottles.
I'm filling the
beer,
gas tank.
buds.
Because my Buick took like $20 to fill. That was it.
My Geo Tracker took like 15.
Yeah. We in Bloomsburg that night.
Yep.
We driving.
We're going.
Yeah,
Partying in
Bloomsburg, Penn State, Lehman. We are everywhere.
Yep.
Yo, where it's at tonight? Yo, they partying crazy up at Scranton U. Let's go.
Okay.
So, yeah, we on the highway.
Don't know how I'm gonna fall asleep, but let's go.
Yeah. I got 6 people packed in my shit. Yo, you driving? Yo, you got room?
Yeah, get in the
I
trunk.
might. I know I got room.
Has anybody ever ridden in a trunk before because the
Oh,
car was
yeah.
so packed?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not talking like a sedan trunk, but like the back of like an SUV.
No. like
I had a
trunk,
homie. I
bro.
won't say his name. I'll tell you after the show. I had a homie he was in the trunk with it. He was that desperate to go to Bloom. We was like,
That's a trip
we
to
was-
ride in a trunk.
he did it.
I would hotbox the fuck out of that bitch.
He did it. He was down. He was like, yo, I'll ride in the trunk. I was like, bro, it's not that serious. You can sit this one out. Next time I go down, I got you.
Right, you can sit front.
He said, no, I'm going in the trunk. I said, all right. Sure as shit. We put a blanket down in the back for him. He was cool.
We put blanket, pillow.
He
his
got out.
iPod.
He got out. He was like, I'm straight. And then when we left the next day, like somehow, some way, everybody squeezed in the back this time. I don't know what happened.
You gotta make room at that point. Listen, I can't take another ride.
Right.
I'm fucking drunk, bro.
I can't take 40 miles back.
You gotta lean on your
50
everybody's
miles.
everybody's one cheek and it in the back.
We,
Right.
we used to pack cars so tight. We used to have like tea time. Shout out tea time. Tea time had to like lay across like 4 laps in the back seat.
Whatever to get to the party.
Yeah.
Because you listen, that was the one thing I was blessed to have a whip during the party days. Because there was a point in time when
I really didn't have a geo tracker. Not many people could travel with me. But I got there.
You got,
but there was those nights where you would hit up 4
different.
different parties. You would start at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yo, this party's bumping. Yo, we got to go here. Yo, this shit bumping. And then there was that one party where everybody was at like 5 a.m. You getting out, everybody going to D's Diner. We going to Denny's.
Yep.
Yo, let's go to Denny's. Bro, I'm trying to go home. Come on, bro. Let's go to Denny's. I'm buying you breakfast. All right.
Okay.
That's all it took.
All right. All right. Free breakfast? Cool. Come home.
Now you got to wait a couple extra hours to come into the house so you ain't pissing nobody off.
Come home, go to sleep. Guess what? You got work at 3.
Yep.
3 to 10. Better fight that shit. And guess what? 10 o'clock, go home, shower, wash your ass. You right back out in the streets.
Like it ain't even happened.
You already got your outfit laid out for after work. You just,
Bro, it didn't even matter if it was a Wednesday at McCarriger.
yeah, it did, bro. It
Really
didn't matter.
didn't.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Wednesday
it didn't
in the
matter.
middle of winter?
It didn't
Cool.
matter
We're
a
getting
holiday.
Fucked up.
You remember when it was like storming real bad during like the one New Year's, like I don't know which one. It was when fucking Gundam Style was hot.
That was 2012.
It was
Gundam
storming real bad.
Whoa.
And they were like
Whoa.
2012 was
Whoa.
the end
Whoa.
of the world. We were bugging out at McCarriger. It was raining heavy and shit. Everybody was in there tripping. Yo, it's the end of the world. Yo, bro, look at the sky. Everybody was high.
Well, that's why.
That was when weed was prominent. Shout outs to old school Sour Diesel for getting us through our adolescence, our young adulthood and adulthood.
Thanks for the
Fucking Jamaican brick weed.
Thanks for the OG Kush for giving me anxiety.
Right?
Appreciate you, Sour D, in that little purple bag. Miss you
With
so
an
much.
eyeball on it.
Miss you so
For no
much.
goddamn
do
reason.
you remember when the green game grape blunt came out and like everybody lost their minds?
Yes, I remember that summer they made them 2 for $1.
Yeah, and like they came in the plastic tubes, like the crazy ones.
Listen, we used to. It was rolling a blunt back in the day for
I
some
smoke
reason.
Phillies.
Rolling the blunt back in the day was like a 3-man job. You had the one dude, if he had a can of soda, keeping the leaf,
Hot box.
or he would just put the leaf around the can of soda with the condensation. As soon as that can starts sweating.
Nah, man, we put that shit in our hands and just.
But that was if you had a can of soda open,
Yeah.
somebody or like a bottle of soda in there, or like even the Turkey Hill gallon. Somebody always had a Turkey Hill gallon. No Lynn Golly. We had the Turkey Hill gallons before Lynn was looking for kids. Shout out to Turkey Hill Tea, not Lynn Golly. Anyways, somebody was hotboxing that shit, or they had the shit wrapped around. But yo, the leaf ready? All right, cool. Pass me that shit. All right, it was like a science project. And that blunt would be lit forever.
I showed you a picture earlier. It was Sesame Street. They're all running down the hill. It's 5 of them. It's like, five of us.
On our way to splitting.
That was how.
Yo,
it was
4 heads
back
max.
Accurate.
4 heads max. You had a dub sack. You rolled a blunt. 4 heads max.
No chief.
Here come this dickhead from across the fucking room. Yo, y'all niggas smoking? What's good? Yeah, we are. Appreciate. Nah, bro. Sorry.
Rolling the next one?
Yeah. Yo, I'm on the next joint. You think? You matching?
You throwing it?
Are you matching? You throwing in? What's up? No, I got a little. I got it normally. Yeah, normally you don't, dickhead.
You ain't got it now.
That sounds like bullying.
We had to do bullying.
He's like, yeah.
Bullying is following us through the party, trying to smoke on the blunt. We see you coming. We was getting ready to light it. Then we said, "Oh, here he come." And then we put the blunt down, and then we walked to the backyard, and then you right behind us. That shit really happened. This dude followed us around all night.
I'm sure.
It's like in Half Baked when Snoop just comes out of nowhere and just like chiefs the whole blunt down.
But imagine if Jim and
So funny.
Jim and Thurgood got up and started walking down the street, and Snoop Dogg was just with him the whole movie, trying to hit the same blunt. That was Snoop Dogg's mission the whole movie, just trying to hit the blunt.
I mean, all right, Snoop. You can hit
I
my
quit
blunt
smoking
anything.
yesterday.
If Snoop was like, hey, you want to smoke? I would smoke with Snoop.
Yeah.
I would take like 3 hits, but I'd still smoke with him.
Nah, he not gonna let you quit after 3
No.
hits. You gonna have to
I'm
chill.
gonna
hang
die.
out.
You are going to be the
Sorry.
highest you've ever been.
I'm
Right,
going to be
smoking
higher
with
than
him.
giraffe pussy.
Yeah.
That is not my joke, but it's still fucking funny.
You gonna be high with Snoop.
Yeah,
That was
I'd probably
good.
die.
I enjoyed that. Paul, can we get a giraffe?
Not giraffe.
Can we get
pussy.
it? Can we
no.
get it?
No, just a
A
giraffe.
giraffe being birthed.
No.
No!
we're
You're
putting-
not going to see like the innards. I just want to show you. They fall 6 feet when they're born because giraffes give birth standing up.
They play free falling every
So
time.
I just want to see a giraffe falling out of another giraffe.
That's wild. That's some Rob Zombie shit.
Do it.
Wow.
Leave it up to Wig.
Put on the clip. Dig through the ditches and burn through the wind. You said Rob Zombie, right?
Oh my god.
Dracula. No.
Yeah, no. I hate Rob Zombie's music.
It's all right.
His movies are okay.
The one genre.
From director Rob Zombie. Oh, somebody's losing their intestines.
Tits and death.
Right. Tits and Death.
Maybe some clowns.
A film by Rob Zombie, rated R. Do you like double D titties and do you like slashing somebody's throat?
Yeah.
Coming out this Friday. Tits and Death. A film by Rob Zombie.
One song, all right?
Like, all right, motherfucker.
Why'd you sound like Stan Marsh
Exactly.
as Lord?
Exactly. I am Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am Lord. Yeah. I am Lord. Then he started rubbing his clit hard shit on stage.
Stir around like Cardi.
Yo, if Randy's not one of your favorite characters on South Park, you're
That's
fucking.
my memory.
Oh my
Not
god.
Stan. Definitely Randy is my favorite.
Randy is the GOAT of South Park.
No, this was America. No, this was America.
Yo, I gotta say it though, like they're definitely stretching that integrity shit.
They stretch everything. It's South Park.
Yeah, but man, like it's old now. No,
Nah,
integrity. Come on, it's all about integrity.
Did you see the new one with Cartman, with the hot with the
Haven't watched it yet.
with the new business?
I've watched the hot
No,
dog
I didn't see
business.
that.
I watched a little bit of it and I fell asleep.
So funny.
But it was pretty funny.
They always got some shit. that
It's
I'm
like they're getting better with this new deal they signed. Like South Park was like, they were good and then they were getting really good and then they kind of teetered off and now they're back to that.
Dude, when they first introduced PC Principle, like that was easily one of the best seasons they ever came out with.
My favorite episode out of the new one so far is the whole over the recent seasons is the Tolkien from Tolkien
Yes!
to Tolkien.
Yeah,
Like, I'm like, nah, y'all was calling him Token when I was a kid.
it's always been Token.
Yeah,
That's
but
what the joke
it's
is.
Tolkien. And I'm like, or the fucking him playing bass out of nowhere. He's like, you can play bass.
I've never played bass before.
Yeah.
Token, you're black. You
He's
can
like,
play bass.
God damn it. But yeah, the Lord shit, the Lord whole lore of Lord.
Just Randy in
Oh
general.
my god, yeah. I just love how unhinged he's become over the years.
Sitting down on a Wednesday, thinking thoughts.
Was
Yeah.
it- Was it just give shit to? They measure him in Curix or something.
I don't even know.
When he like has the biggest shit in the world.
Oh God, I haven't seen that one in forever. I couldn't even tell you, man. Like, he
Wow.
literally like shoots 6 feet in the air.
Yeah,
That's
fucking
wild.
reckless.
I've recently restarted watching. You guys have to watch Black Jesus. It's on Hulu.
Don't even know what that is.
I am interested.
It's a live action. It's John Witherspoon, Charlie Murphy, R.I.P. both.
Charlie Murphy's in it.
It's
Enough
pretty
said.
much Jesus shows up in South Central LA. He's a black guy, and like he really has mystical powers. He has the hair and everything, but it's a black dude just being hood about. But he's really teaching the ways of Pops. He doesn't call him God. They refer to him as Pops.
That's awesome.
Watch it. It's Sean will tell you when he comes. The show is.
Did you know Denzel Washington's name is really Denzel?
Yeah.
Why do people still call him Denzel?
I guess he's stuck with it.
Sounds cooler.
Denzel? Denzel sounds more badass than Denzel.
Nah,
People
Denzel.
think Will Smith's name is William. It's like it's Willard.
Honestly, it's definitely not William.
It's Willard.
It's just Will. He's Will Smith. That's it.
Bring back Aunt Viv.
What do you mean?
First Aunt Viv.
Well, they can't.
Well, they did. Didn't she show up for the reunion?
She showed up for the reunion.
Did
yeah.
she?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. She
The only reason she left, she had problems with Will.
yeah, and it was rumored that he like blacklisted her in Hollywood when he started getting
Like up there.
yeah.
Keep his name out your fucking mouth.
See, that's the thing.
Keep
too.
Aunt Viv.
See,
Fucking
see, that's the thing too is we're so captivated by sometimes the actors and the musicians and everything, their music and everything. we don't stop to think that there's a lot of wrong that they do and karma catches
Oh,
up.
there's so much wrong.
Some people overshadow
Epstein
that.
Island.
Yeah, like Will Smith is such a lovable
How
character
many
over the years. Like
fucking
nobody had
celebrities?
anything bad to say about Will. And then, like everybody else, when his wife came out and pretty much made him like a little bitch on national TV,
Right.
you know, I was sucking somebody's dick. You know, the whole Chris Rock joke, like that's some real shit. People started.
I still feel like the Chris Rock slap was fake.
It wasn't.
I feel like it was fake.
Nah, that was Will Smith becoming unhinged.
No, I feel like it was fake, bro, and I feel like it was all planned and scheduled. I do. That's my thought, though.
What's your proof behind it? You got to have some.
He sold it way too hard.
No, I also get it because like
There's always an
nobody
agenda
would
in
expect that.
Hollywood, bro.
Would you?
There's a fucking.
I would sell it too. I would sell it too if a
agenda.
multimillionaire slapping me.
But back to Sean's point too, like nothing ever happened to him after that. Like,
Well, he got banned from the Grammys
Yeah,
or whatever it
whoa,
was. Not the Grammys.
that's
Oscars.
crazy. You
Oscars.
assaulted
10 years.
somebody on camera and then didn't, no assault.
But they
charges
didn't
were
take
filed
his
or
award
anything.
away. They didn't take his award
No,
away.
he still got the stay.
You know what?
He
I
was
don't-
presented.
I don't give a fuck about any of that. I just think the slap was fake, and it was made to cause distraction, probably from something else bigger that was going on in the world at that time.
I mean, probably.
That happens all the time with
Yeah, it's
celebrities.
like anything else.
Oh, Britney Spears is now fucking bulimic. Oh, let's watch her throw up while we sell nuclear weapons to Ukraine. Or that the U.S. dollar is absolutely collapsing as we speak. The U.S. dollar is about to be absolutely obsolete and no longer exist or be worth anything.
Bitcoin, baby.
Not even. They're looking at other currencies to become the currency.
Like what?
Like euros and shit. Like
Oh,
they're about to
shit.
make like the US dollar not mean fucking dick.
That's wild.
You need to look into it because
wild.
it's happening as we speak.
Well, time to start selling crack, y'all.
Yo, dead ass.
And it's like
You want to sell some crack?
Buy guns, buy gas, buy anything that's
I know a guy
valuable.
that could get us a good crack recipe,
Of course you do.
all right, let's hit them up.
like a premier crack recipe. That beige crack.
I mean, we're
Bouger.
we're never going to be a Walter White, so
No, we're not doing a meth lab.
No.
I mean, we can have a meth garage.
We can't now. Good idea.
You don't know where I live.
Presented terribly. Oh man,
You can fit a whole operation out in this bitch.
We don't have to upload this episode, guys.
you see Jared's mugshot now. Jared Jungle with the Jared Jungle Kramer, capo of the flannel gang.
Everybody also has like AKAs.
Yeah.
Duval Duvy Branch.
Right. We just start.
Duval Groove Branch.
We just start dressing like Wig.
Just like grow the
Everybody
beards
should
out
for an
and everything.
episode. Everybody wear a flannel for an
I'm
episode.
gonna comb my hair back and put mad gel in my shit.
It would not look any different at all.
I could lay it back.
No, the fuck you
If we were to do an April Fool's episode, like that would be the one.
I thought about
that
it.
is what tomorrow.
I thought about it for Wig's birthday, but I forgot about it. I was gonna tell everybody, yo, just dress up as Wig for
That
his
would be
birthday.
fantastic. That would have been absolutely fantastic.
Just hit up Sam and just like actually get his clothes from
Yeah,
her.
yo, send
and
us.
then I would be mad.
Right. Send us a
Bear in
picture.
mind.
What shoes he wearing? Send us a picture of his shoes.
Crocs.
Didn't I wear
They're
Crocs?
Crocs.
I think I wore Crocs. I did. I wore Crocs.
Flannel gang, selling crack. Right.
Crack
Oh, well,
bouger.
heads up. We're getting fucked up on the next episode, so
Oh, yeah.
be prepared for that
Oh,
next
yeah.
week. Tune in.
Yeah.
I'll still be sober,
I
guys.
just want to give you guys a heads up. Yeah, fucking Jungle Jared's. He's so weak.
When can you have like a drink for like to celebrate?
We were actually researching earlier.
Yeah, we were. We are actually Googling.
I was thinking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Yingling Flight is like lighter than their Yingling Light would be most beneficial. It has 70%, like what was it? 70% less carbs than
Yes. 70,
a regular
70%
Yingling?
less carbs. Half the calories.
and it's like $10 more for a case.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, basically, I was like, welcome to eating healthy.
He called the distributor. They gave us the wrong price first, and then they're like, "Oh, but we can bundle 12 packs for you and sell it to you for $30." And it's the equivalent to eating healthier.
It's the equivalent of like buying a salad at McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, you thought you were gonna be paying a little less.
I thought about, as I'm
You see the price of organic orange juice?
right.
Come on now.
I've been joining Jungle Jared on his adventure on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and I was like, well, maybe I should go to light beer too.
As of this
But I don't
episode, I'm
wanna
down
go-
30 pounds.
Congratulations, proud of you.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Thank you.
But I don't want to go to light beer because I love Yingling so much. I would miss it dearly.
I miss it on the tap. We gotta get some more. We gotta get the Miser.
Well,
We
you
gotta
can't. I can't have it during the winter out here because the miser doesn't kick on because the temperatures don't pick up that
hot.
it needs to be colder than what the outside temperature is.
How far away are we from?
A month
Okay,
tops.
I've been dying for some tap ying.
Yingling on in the barrel.
I'll bust down. You know me. Jared hasn't seen me, and has he seen me rare form?
I think so. A couple times.
Maybe.
No,
He was here for Beer Olympics.
Nah, I'm talking like bachelor.
Maybe. It'd be great if we just,
Yeah.
just in there.
Listen, man, I could bust down at least two Yingling pitchers by myself.
Okay. That's like 8 beers.
Yeah.
Like 4 beers to a pitcher.
Well, sir, I'll tell you what. When that day comes,
I'll sacrifice the toe to the diabetes
I will
gods.
sacrifice a toe
To
and
the sugar
break
gods.
the sobriety.
I'll be pissing on somebody's public property somewhere.
I'll piss with you, bro.
You
We'll go to jail together.
Or you could just shield me like Wig did.
In the middle of downtown Philly. In front
Nobody
of a
was coming.
bank
Nobody
with
was-
20 cameras on it.
Nobody was coming.
Middle of downtown Philly.
I
He's
think
like,
it
dude,
was
I gotta piss. I was like, all right, I got
And
you.
I kept peeing. I must have peed for like 45 seconds.
It was a
Christ.
fucking process.
That was a sketchy mission.
What?
Nah, it was accepted at
He
that
had
point.
he had my back. I didn't remember mostly a pissing. I just remember him shielding me, and I'm just in the corner, lean.
We were fucked up.
Yeah, dude, it was rough. T.I.
I
was
would do
ready
it
to
again,
fight.
Yeah.
What the fuck you say? He said, "Listen, boy, I ain't no bitch. I'll slap the shit out you, motherfucker." I was like, "Oh, damn."
Yeah, that was all uncalled for.
I said, "Guess we ain't ordering cheesesteaks when we get back."
What happened?
Didn't we order
Why did
cheesesteaks the next day?
T.Y. freak out?
Bro, I ended up eating cookies and going to bed.
Cheek steaks.
Yeah, we got cheesesteaks the next day.
Cheek steaks.
Y'all was up drinking way after I went to sleep.
Yeah.
I went to bed.
Yeah, we got real fucked up that night. Disgustingly fucked up that night.
Yeah. The second night we didn't get this fucked up. We got fucked up, but we didn't get fucked up.
No, because the next morning, T.Y. almost shit in a paper bag.
I'm telling you right now. Oh my God.
Hey, Matt, you almost done in there? Not really. Why? I'm about to shit my pants. Oh, it was bad. It was really bad. Oh, that was a good time.
Yeah. You know what I was fucking I was just talking about this at work. I gotta ask Sean when he gets here. So WrestleMania next year is in Philly.
I'd go to a WrestleMania.
And I wanna go. It's a weekend thing. Like
I'd go.
You wanna go to WrestleMania next year?
Oh, well, it depends on how much it is.
Well, we got time to save up.
Well, how much?
If we bundle, I don't know how much tickets are gonna be, but the seats that we wanna get, like the good seats, we're probably gonna pay a pretty penny. I'm going.
Is it the seats payment for both nights, or you got to pay the seat price?
So
two
they
separate?
release bundles and all that. I'm not sure. I'm cool with just going for one night and then the second night partying because Philly's gonna be lit.
McGillen's.
Yeah,
I'm going there.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Hands down.
And then Ishkabibbles on the way home.
Yeah.
Those are two staples.
Sign me up.
You want to go to WrestleMania next
I'll
year?
go to WrestleMania
I'd go.
next year.
Like I said, I don't follow
SSP field trip.
I don't follow the lore or anything, but I feel like it would still be
There
a
is
great
lore
time.
to wrestling.
It's just
I
Mania-
love
there
that
is.
that's a sentence.
Mania
There
hasn't.
really is.
Mania hasn't
I
been.
mean, I feel like I worded it right.
Mania hasn't been this close in quite some time. since we were kids. And now that I'm an adult
With adult money.
and can do adult things, I can go to Mania next year.
With adult consequences.
I'm actually gonna start a GoFundMe. Yo, send Groovy to WrestleMania.
Yo, shout out to everybody that Cash App and Venmo me for my birthday. Fuck little Timmy with no eyes. Like, you don't got to give money to him for my birthday.
Little Timmy with no eyes.
Right, like, oh, let's donate to this cause. The cause is it's my birthday because you should be sending me money and not little Timmy with no eyes. Because he can't see the things that I want to buy. So thank you guys.
I just need a goal.
You helped me buy Leonardo.
I need $1,000. I'm gonna start saving up for this shit over the summer. I swear to God, I'm so serious.
That's a very achievable goal.
I'm going to Mania next year.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm going to
Duvy,
Mania.
where can we find you?
You can find me game planning going to Mania next year, 2024 WrestleMania, Philadelphia. You can find me minding my goddamn business as well, and I do that on Facebook. I am not on Instagram like that. I am on Xbox. Holler at me. Let's play a game. At Duvy Branch for the Facebook. At GrooveMania24 for the Xbox. You can also find us on YouTube. Please go subscribe. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, so go hit that like button. Go share. Tell your friends. Tell your mother. Tell your father. Tell your pets. Tell everybody. Subscribe. Super Smash Productions. I'm out.
You can find me at Jared Kramer on Facebook.com. I don't post much, and yeah, I kind of just do my own thing right now. No current.
He posts sob
projects.
stories about diabetes and gets 300 likes.
I do, and all of you that liked and saw that status, shame on you for not subscribing to SSP. If you're watching, make sure you hit that red button. Where can we find you?
I mean, I always say it just because I like the name. Crash_concoction starting free. I don't go there. I don't post there. It don't mean shit to me. But also shout out Colin. Check out his shit on Spotify. It's available. Also, Elgo VO, I think on Instagram. Sorry if I'm forgetting your plug. We miss you, brother. Shout out to Flyboy Young.
FLIBOYYUNG.
Yeah, you heard him. And he's available on all platforms as well. Check out his new music. And I love you guys. I'm out.